Happy Tuesday, everybody. This month, new month, February, we are going to be talking about truly functional training for mums. And to illustrate this idea, I'm going to give you 4 exercises that I believe you should be either working towards or performing in every session you do with your mama clients. Now, before I start, I want to clarify some terms, okay? An isolation exercise is one that moves across just one joint. So, for example, your bicep curl, right? A compound exercise moves across 2 or more joints. So, say a lat pull down, okay? A functional exercise is specific to a task, okay? We're not counting joints. So, to have a truly functional training program for each individual, it will not look the same across the board. It's actually not possible to write a functional program that's the same for everyone. There's got to be a nuanced approach, and you must be thinking about the tasks that you're driving or that you're training for. So if you're a mama client and you're going to functional training, how are those movements specific to your tasks? Because a swimmer does functional training and their program looks nothing like the shot putter, okay? Functional training is specific to the task, and you can train for function the same way as you run to get better at running, okay? So a mother's strength training program is going to look very different to a corporate desk job dad. A mother with a baby's functional training program is going to look different to a mum of teenagers. Okay, it's going to look different again if she's a childcare worker or if she has a desk job herself. Okay, functional training is specific to a task. Okay, so the first exercise I'd like you to work towards, and on Facebook I'll put some examples in the comments, and I'll put a link in bio if you're watching this on Instagram. The deadlift is super important for all women, okay? But not just any deadlift, and not starting today necessarily, okay? For women, especially mums, you have to do the build up first, okay? You've got to do the restore your core work, get her pelvic floor assessed, build up her strength, coordination, mobility, and length through her pelvis. Then start training the movement of the deadlift and then adding weights, okay? Then, once you've built up to a standard textbook deadlift, after that is when we make it functional, okay? So let me give you some examples. I'll do it standing here. So, a standard deadlift will look a lot like this, right? But the activity that a mum is working towards looks more like putting a baby on a change table, getting a pram or the shopping out of the boot of a car, lifting a capsule and locking it into the car seat. What else? Toilet training on a tree. Belly time, right? A deadlift in a functional sense for a mum more often than not involves a weight that moves. Okay, so if you have access to water weight, even better. An awkward grip, it's a baby or a shopping bag or a pram or a bike. How many bikes I've pulled out the back of a car. It's awkward, uneven, wriggly. There's often extension, so bending forward and extending and twisting. Think making beds. That's the function, okay? So every mum should be working towards or doing deadlifts in their sessions. However, you build up to it from a restore your core program to the deadlift to lifting, standard deadlift. Then you start going off center and making it truly functional, okay? The deadlift in and of itself is not necessarily functional unless you're doing it with the baby for belly time, which has its own ethical questions that probably need some answering. So if this brought up any questions for you, feel free to message me. Otherwise, I've got another exercise for you to make functional next week.